Yeah, 220, on me hustle and grip. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got several. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, can't take my chain, ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish red, most want it. Hold up, let me switch the flow. Just like a baker, yeah, I'm addicted to dope. This a cold word, yeah.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down just inside the 25. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
One, ready?
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
11. Here we go. 12.
Burrow from the gun. Throw is there for Arondé Ganson. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. Gets it downfield, on target to Ganson. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
11, Thomas. Let's get set. They can.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
11.
2nd and 10 now. It's Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. He has this down to the 34. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34. They go right back to Hall. To the house. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. That's brought in. It's his back for Sean Smith. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
43!
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's him the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. Stays in bounds and makes the catch. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
11. Right 80. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Gun. 11. Hey, what's the back? What's the back? 12. Stop.
From the gun on third down, it's Burrow. Jump off, caught by his back. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And a nice return out of them. They had it a little further up past their own 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33.
15. Yellow. 15.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Through the 35. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take the lead on the first play of the drive.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Chargers 7.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Fields this one at the 3. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
On one, right?
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Here we go. Right 80. Stop.
Off the play fake, Burrow. Gets this one against him. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Dose of the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
He's got it on the bootleg. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up third down.
11 MT. 11 Thomas. 11. 12. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate.
Third down from the gun. Connects with his back. Hall. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down.
11 MT.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's get set. 180.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. The Chiefs in control so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're looking at first down here. Hall running between the tackles. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a mic would.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow to the air now. They set up the screen here for Hall. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
11, 11. 12, 12.
From the gun on 3rd down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door
Here we go.
for a bigger gap in the future.
Big 13. Big 13. 12, 11, 11, Thomas. Got.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Brings up 3rd.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Let's get set. Dot.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers earn the chance to tie him before halftime. Leonard McConkey with a touchdown. Sideburns able to connect on that extra point. And the Chargers tie things up at 14.
Austin Sideburns set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line.
A gain of 13 yards.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Kansas City.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Headed out right. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Complete out to the right side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal.
Yellow.
And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. It didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10. Burrow from the gun. It's complete to Johnston, outright. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
Second and 5. At the 40.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. First and 10 from the 32.
And the Chargers first down.
Here we go. 11,
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, MT, Kate. 11, MT, 11, 11, 11. Got?
Burrow. He's got it near the 10. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Here we go. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. Got?
To throw again, it's Burrow. And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers earn the chance to tie before halftime. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. He's back to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. Pistol now for Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. On the pistol, Smith. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Yellow. Attack. Hey, 43, 15. Yellow.
To the air on 3rd and long. He finds Worthy, complete. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Cut out left. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Pickup of 17. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll run here on first down. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. He's still going at the 30. Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs make it a 10-point ball game. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
On 2.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Gain 15 there. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down. Only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Burrow on 1st down. Dumped off to his running back. Finds a little room there. Gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43. Offense in the hurry up here.
2nd and 6.
Rolling from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. That one's good to McConkey. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That one gains 7. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Again, it's Burrow. Gets it downfield, on target to Ganson. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers start the second half with some needed points.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Working quickly here.
2 yards on the pickup.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes.
At the 37-yard
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1, ready?
1st and 10 now from the 46.
12. Here we go. 11. Right 80. Right shot.
Burrow from the gun. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. This our last play of the quarter.
11. Here we go.
1st down, Burrow to throw. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing.
On 1, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
11 empty. Here we go.
Running this with Hall. He's going to squeeze about 8 yards out of that run block. That brings up 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
We'll set up the screen here for Hall. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 4th quarter lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead.
Chargers 31, Chiefs 31.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Here's Ford on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level. They want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to have this up and across midfield prior to the 48. Offensive line fast.
1st down, Chiefs.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Hero 15. Yellow.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
2nd and 2. the 27-yard line.
Running for the marker on second. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Ripley, Ripley. Yellow.
Back to the air, Mahomes. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 4th-quarter lead. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3.
Chargers 35.
The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position.
Here we go. 12. Stop. 180. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
This is Hall. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go.
Here's Hall once more. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
11.
Burrow to the air now. Connects with his back. Hall. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Let's get set. 11, Thomas. 180. 11. Stop.
He'll throw it. To the left, that's pulled in by Golden. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers down by only 3. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Here we go. 180. 11, mighty. 11.
Desperation time here. He's got it to his running back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
He dodged the tackle. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Going to the ground again on first. They're backed up. Not the stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
Well, they were hoping. They were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
11. 11. Stop.
Looking to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here we go. Hey, can.
They'll run here. It's Hall. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's get set. Stop.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal.
3rd and goal.
50 be out there now. Big rep for this defense on 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Right in.
To throw. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
42. Chiefs, 38. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Official singling timeouts. We've got whistles. Time left for 1 snap. And while we all know the odds are low, it's not impossible that they find a way to score. Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Here he goes, one final shot. Forced out to his right. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got the lateral goes haywire. It's out. And the Chargers think they have it, and they do. So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies that keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filings cause of pop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can of the dry. Riding in special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here goes the surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Bet while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad bet, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like Pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her disguise. Upgrade at my wrist, put baguettes in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her eyes. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filings cause of pop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.